EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jameis going to look to throw right away. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dave. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A first down throw for Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him to the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out and made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that process.
third and short yardage. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Elliott going to get it again on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lowered in the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Prescott from the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. According to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind current or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fourth down, Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, then he cuts back up in.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston, as the first half is winding down, and the the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in the amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that wants to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of the main packages, the nickel. They pulled him that time, and they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. On second down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Winston. On a slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry from 6 yards away. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And I'm not sure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they get the football.
Let's fucking go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play action now, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches, too. And seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take.
Next time I think I'm about to win, I'm going to tell you.
They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, no swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock hard, and handle my business when it was my G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish robe with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I mess with East Coast, up in Spokane. Some of the greatest in the still game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, looking the fed. East Coast, they get that bread. You with the boots, you end up dead. The West Coast, they do that spread. And now you got the straight head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to get the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, rocking them Timberlands, deep in the trenches. It's no fourth and inch. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got it down. Real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. Look at that game. Make a profit. On top. Stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick. Brick our style. Fat gold chain with an African medallion.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This may be a free play for Winston. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Running with Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. On 2nd and 9, Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 28 yards. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They found the ball free in the backfield.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
Harris running straight ahead.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Pickett will look to throw it here. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steeler first. Pickett now on first down. Completes this one to Pickens. 2nd and 7. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Complete toss. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Somehow I feel he's going to hear the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the first down marker. Just tuck it and run for the first down. No sense trying to throw it downfield. And that one falls incomplete.
They'll get this out to Kamara. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
To throw, Winston.
Ooh,
That's a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they...
Touchdown! Jarvis Landry from 10 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Cameron Jordan. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack on first down, Pickett, he'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here. Trail Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To the air on first down with Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Pickett right back to the air again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get...